Hey everyone, Shaun Murray here, and today I want to give you guys an in-depth look at the 2025 Centurion Ri245. Before we get out into the water, I want to show you what's happening here at the transom of the boat, because we're going to use these terms quite a bit when we're out there shaping the wakes and waves. On both port and starboard, you have your side tabs. That's going to tilt the boat, shape the wave, but you also have your stinger plate. Now you can also upgrade to the silent stinger plate, and what this does is this is going to reduce the engine noise and the exhaust interference into the wave. When you hit quick launch, both of these are going to deploy, and we're definitely going to go try that out. Centurion has definitely stepped up their game. I can already tell with the fit and finish here in the Ri245. But if you know me, I'm pretty OCD with having an organized boat. I don't want to have to like step over things. Everything's got to be in its place. This is what we take out with our family and friends, and this boat can fit 16 people. So right now I've got 2 wakeboards, 4 surfers. All right, so here's a tray. That looks like it would be good for, I'm going to put surf ropes over on this side. You've got a sack back in here. All right, these rotating board racks, they have a mid-lock. I like that feature because when you're pulling into the dock or the garage or whatever, these actually fold nice and easy. That's pretty good. 2 surfboards, like surf shape with fins. Let's put some boards up top. All right, I'm having to stand up on the tower to get that in there just right. I'm having a little hard time. So you gotta see me be honest. I'm having to lift this up. So if you don't want to stand up on the tower, just be aware that you might have to. But I'm also kind of short. Let's see, is this gonna work? Yes. So that just got us 2 surfers on 1 rack, 2 up top, 2 wakeboards. Under here, good spot for wakeboard ropes. This space is really important to me because I really like to have my adult vests on this side, kids vests on this side, usually like 6 and 7. So inside this compartment, you got like a nice finish to it, but it's this removable mat that looks like it'll dry out nicely. There's 2. Inside, this is what you can tie a fender to, and they've got a little keeper in here, so you don't lose those on both sides. 6 adult vests on port, 7 kids vests on starboard, still plenty of room. Now, granted, this is almost a 25-foot boat, but they've done a pretty good job of giving you places to put things, which I like. 2 trash cans in this boat. You've got one right here, but you can access it right through here. There's also one under here that can be accessed through here. All right, let's use this space under here. So what's this for anyway? Just hold on. We're gonna get there. We're not even gonna come close to using all of it because you're gonna have some towels, other things you're gonna bring out. Bumpers are going in. There's already a throwable cushion in here, spare prop, as well as a first aid kit. Here's some dock lines, an anchor box that keeps your bungee line in as well. Hyperlight heater blanket, this thing's awesome. Fire extinguisher. Pretty good space up here in the bow. A lot of space this way. Nice solid armrest. Looks like it's made out of billet. So over here we've got 2 USB as well as a hot point for like a fat sack plug or something like that. Removable cushion, really deep walkthrough. Up here in the front, you have fat sacks that can be put underneath both port and starboard, and you have a little bit of storage left over, so you can fit a bunch of these orange life jackets. Now before you hop into the Helm, let's talk about the seating in the main lounge area. Just how many people can sit comfortably in here? Well, you've got this spot, going all the way down. Scooting, that's just one side. You can even get in here. You got some non-skid so you don't step on your upholstery when you're getting to this nice walkthrough. Comfortable spot here, 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 and a nice reverse seat so you can just check out the action this way. But hold on, there's also this one. That's nice. So this seat slides into multiple positions, going all the way back to here. That's probably my choice right there. Here we go. It's a backrest. That's pretty cool. And you can step between them. You're not gonna necessarily wanna sit here in the middle. Not bad if you had to, but these 2 spots, real nice. If you're looking for the low tow point, pop-up pylon. There's also these lean backs. You can kick it in a bunch of different angles. I feel like I'm Forrest Gump when I sit like this far forward. This is my boat. Both sides. Access to your extra weight. Centurion also has a transom camera right back here. You got your transom stereo remote, so you get those tunes dialed in, hanging out back here. 4 wireless phone chargers that are distributed throughout the main area. This tower is sick. Watch how fast it goes down. I'm also going to point out some things as it's going down. This bimini is massive. I love that. But these tower speakers, they've got lighting on both sides. They look pretty sick. The Centurion emblem on there. But look at how nice and low this tucks. And that actually happened really quickly. At 5'6", I'm not very tall, but huge head clearance. The downside is right now, to get my rope onto here, I'm gonna need to stand up on something. And now I can get close to the top of that. You could also quickly just drop the tower a little bit. It's really fast. Tinted windows are not an option. This is aftermarket. Feels like kind of like you're in a cockpit of an airplane. The seat is pretty high. My feet are nowhere touching the ground. It has a powered seat that allows you to move forward, back, up, and down with this switch right here on the driver's right hip. Armrest next to the throttle. Similar seat to the Envy where you're wrapped around. You've got the bolster that you can pull up if you want to get a little bit of a higher view. I like to try to sit down in the seat without the bolster, but it's comfortable here and a pretty good visual going out the windshield. Phone holder, wireless charging, as well as your stereo head unit. These are in a good spot. I like where they've chosen to put those. Over here, your bilge, blower, anchor, nav lights. You've got your key to ignition, but it's on a start-stop. And the horn sounds like this. Okay, the screen layout. Right now, most of the boat vital information, things like your RPMs, speed, fuel level, engine hours, engine temp, water temp, things like that. That's gonna be over here. When you wanna start changing things within the boat, like your tabs or that stinger tab, that's gonna be on this screen. We'll jump all the way over here to the ballast. That's gonna fill and empty all of your different ballast and all the different ways you can do that. And now we've got all of the different climate and lighting. We interrupt this review to show you some sick lighting. And I like this that you can either toggle all of those on or off. You can individually change some of those. Coming in here, there is a lot of information, but I feel like once you sit down and you understand the different pages, it's not too much and it's not too overwhelming. If you want to change the speed for your cruise, I found that you can not only do it on the screen, but you also have it over here on these paddles to go faster. And then over here on the left side is where you have your stinger plate to adjust the attitude of the boat. It has a really good display, very bright, easy to see during the day. You've got a little nice window vent here. If you want to get a little airflow through on those hot days, or close that up, close the windshield, pop in your air dam. But watch this, you want to hit these heaters on? 1, 2, 3, and 4 dedicated driver heaters. Nice touch. I do want to point out that Centurion puts their battery power access right here, which makes it nice and easy, as well as some of the breakers. Good location. But I also want to point out that the bilge plug is in a really tough spot to get. I'm going to go down to the bilge plug and I'm going to put my hand on it. I'm on it now. You're going to have to work to get to that a little bit. Let's see how this 24.5-foot boat drives. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to mash it. I'm going to give everything, but I'm going to turn quick launch off. Because when I do that, it's not going to put that stinger plate down at all. The bow is probably going to come high, like up in my face. So here we go. Here's everything. That surprised me. I thought the bow was gonna come up way more when I didn't have quick launch on. Now keep in mind, I have 0 ballast in here, but this is a 25-foot boat. But that got going quickly. Let's see if it goes faster and the bow down more while I have quick launch on. Here we go. Not a huge difference when we are empty with quick launch on or off. But that is definitely going to come into play later. Before we start adding ballast, I want to see how quick and nimble this thing is. It is a 24.5-foot boat. All right, that's 30 miles an hour. I'm not floored. We're going to turn hard right. Hang on, Tim. That's full rudder. Here comes some rollers. Let's feel them. That handles it. Here's a left turn. Hang on, Tim. That's full rudder. Pretty tight turns. For nearly a 25-foot boat, this thing can turn pretty tightly. We are filling up all of the ballast tanks, and we've already put all of the ones that have pumps up to nearly 100%. But for us to fill up the ram fill, which is the ones that fill up in 90 seconds, you have to go anywhere between 8 to 15 miles an hour. Things that I want to check while we are completely full is, what does that wave look like? Of course, y'all want to see that, but I also want to see, what is the bow rise like, and how does this thing turn? So I'm going to hold the speed right here. Everything is full. I'm going to turn quick launch off. You would pretty much not do this, but I want to see how it performs. Everything is full. Over 5,000 pounds of ballast. I'm going to give it full throttle. Bow is pretty high. We got going. I'm honestly surprised we got going without quick launch on. Okay, quick launch is now on. Full ballast. I can still see the horizon. I'm not even on the bolster right now. This is nearly 30 miles an hour. And we're not porpoising with full weight. Not many boats are gonna do that. We're gonna turn sharp. Let's see how she does. There's some weight under the wheel. She's still moving. She's turning. All right, let's bring it back the other way. Steering wheel's getting a little stiffer. She's sitting on the back corner now. I'm full throttle. All right, we made it back around. Okay, you wouldn't ever really want to go full ballast and just start hammering it around, but it's just to show like this boat can handle it pretty well. The first time we got up to about 29, 30 miles an hour, we had just a little bit of porpoise. But I'll tell you, there's a lot of boats out there that are going to start porpoising at a lot slower speed when they're fully weighted. I'm going to just hit Pro Surf left, and it's going to take care of a bunch of things. It's going to put the surf tabs. It's going to change some of the ballast levels. I'm going to just do what the factory says, do this. And we're going to take a look at the wave. Right, it's emptying some stuff out. It's taking the bow out a little bit, and it's letting a little bit out of the ram on this side. Well, let's see this wave. Man, that wave honestly looks pretty fun, so I'm looking forward to hitting that. That's going to be in the other video. If you guys want to check the links in the description below, you can see when we're going to get behind this thing and we're going to surf, foil, and of course I want to wakeboard behind this. But what I found with the NV233, that's another Centurion model, it was a really scalable wake, which meant that if you wanted to get it nice and small for beginners, you could do that. If you want to get it big, if you want to send some big tricks, it was able to do that as well. This thing, being that it's a 24.5-foot boat, I don't know if it's going to scale down as well or how slow we can go to still get it a clean wakeboard wake, but I know this boat isn't necessarily designed for that, but I want to know what it's like, and maybe you want to know what it's like. But this thing did really well. It's got a great fit and finish, a lot of storage, some really nice seating options, great board storage. I love this bimini, the tower function, really nice. I think Centurion has done a really good job. So if you guys have any questions or comments for them or me, you can put those below. And I always appreciate it when you guys like this and share it so that more people can enjoy this content. So I do appreciate you taking the time to do that. If you want to subscribe, you can go do that by hitting that subscribe button, and you can also hit the notification bell so you know when videos like this go live. So if you guys want to go check one of these boats out for yourself, you can go find a Centurion dealer near you, or you can start at centurionboats.com and check out the Ri245 or any of the boats in their fleet. Thank you guys for watching, and no matter what you're doing, always enjoy your ride. Peace.